Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a read for you and who, and this will be a general read. If you're looking for a personal read that taps into your own personal energies, then go to The Guided Intuitive up here or my description box. The who could be a friend or family member, it could be boyfriend, girlfriend, a person of interest, or in fact even one side of a situation or another. Either way. So if love's on the brain or not, all right? And I do want to thank all of you that have been booking sessions with me. So thank you so much. It's been such an honor and a privilege to be a part of your journey in personal development. And those of you that are experiencing, any sort of blockages that might be holding you back in relationship, situation, or just life overall, and you're really ready to take that next step. You really want to go that next level and need a little bit more inspiration, motivation, and maybe clarity and accountability. All meshed in with, as you marry strategy and soul together, in coming up with solutions and moving forward, then you definitely need to check out one of our discovery sessions up here or in my description box. That will allow some one-on-one time together, complimentary, but it does allow us to get to know you and make a recommendation if we're a good fit into one of our programs or one of our packages, that type of thing. So do check it out. It's in my description box as well. So let's jump into this and see where you're at where you're at right now, Virgo. What's happening with you right now? Okay, let's take a look at what we have. Wow. Oh, wow. I didn't think I would get that. Now, the underlying energy is the Sun card. So this is beautiful. Okay. This is really beautiful. It's kind of like, that major arcana card. This tells me that this is all about, you're experiencing this, right now, right here and now. It's kind of like that underlying energy. And this is what is waiting for you if you haven't yet experienced it. But what I get is I got the Death card and Rebirth. I got the Three of Swords and I've got Strength. So we're going to get this out of the way because this is what is definitely like, here comes the Sun, right? This is what really wants to come out. And it's in the underlying energy. There's just stuff over it that we need to kind of clear out. And for some of you, it could be some sort of ending and a new beginning. So this is a Death and Rebirth card, right? This is about, putting things to an end, having a different vision of a brighter future moving forward. And this is about that Death and Rebirth is all about getting you stronger in your root chakra and your foundation. That's kind of what you see the red there for. That's like that foundational chakra, the root chakra, where all the other chakras stack upon. And it's so important that you're grounded and have that vision of what it is that you want for a brighter future. So in some way, shape, or form, there's been some sort of heartache in a relationship or situation, is what I see here. All right, and the Three of Swords, that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. You could be dealing with that sign or just taking on that type of energy. But I really feel that there has been some sort of heartache, but there is a rebirth, and this talks about having strength, right? And sometimes, we have to, we've grown from something like this. It's kind of going from the lamb into the lion, right? And so now you've made friends, with that lamb in you and moved into the courage side of things and those aspects and characteristics of, the lion, there as well. And it's about having strength. So this is another major arcana card here, but definitely about having strength. You might have Leo in your chart or someone around you, but it's about having strength in love. She's wearing a necklace of a heart. And she knows she's got both sides to herself, like the lamb and also the courage of a lion to move forward. And what it is about balancing that out. You'll see there's an infinity symbol, kind of near her wrist there, and that talks about things balancing out this time around, which is really beautiful. And I like seeing that, so it's really important. How is your energy right now? I want to see anything else that wants to come about. I'm going to pull some other energy cards and see what the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, and kind of see what wants to come out for you in terms of where you're at right now. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is interesting. Gosh, this is about some sort of release. I get vanity, which is here. I've got vanity, right? And then I've got faith. And then I've got gossip, okay? This is about ridding of that old kind of energy and releasing this. This is really what I feel for you. The vanity has to do with how you speak, okay? Any sort of communication. So when I see this come through, this just tells me that, at this time, there's some sort of there's something that needs to let go. Okay. It's like, this is about, what do I want to say here? Transformation from this. Okay. Living in illusion and, having the power to change. Okay. So, yeah, it's kind of like, we all say stop when we've had enough, but there's never enough. And it talks about that you might be looking outside for some sort of validation. But I really feel that you're actually releasing this, Virgo, right now. I really feel that you are. It's kind of going into that energy. It's like, how much is enough, is what this is talking about. So don't look outside for validation. This is an internal job, right? And I think that is you're understanding that, right? And you're having faith and kind of moving forward and listening to your higher consciousness guidance. That purple is actually the third eye and having a different perception about the situation. And through this process, this is saying that you're going to be protected. There's that amethyst stone there, right? It talks about protection, right? And so it's about having faith, in a situation, and no longer kind of being pulled in another direction by something else. It is about, we're all wounded, in some way, shape, or form. And this is saying is that now it's time to forge ahead and not allow any sort of pain to hold you back. So whatever that you've been looking forward, looking for in outside circumstances, this is saying is that you're meant to inspire others, and this is coming out, and if you don't do it, do your work and follow and inspire others in what it is that you're to do, they're going to suffer. The other people that would receive your gift will suffer. So it's time to deliver your message. Okay. So whatever that is for you, Virgo, this is really coming through. And I also get the card, of the gossip. Okay. This has to do with the heart. Okay. The green has to do with the heart chakra. So when I get this card, this talks to me about some sort of gossip that might be happening around you. It could be, maybe others, and this is saying don't get involved into that. Maybe, this is about, it's kind of like the freedom to really honor what is within you and what it is that supports your vision. It's about refocusing your life, okay? Not worrying about how other people feel about it, think about it. This is going, again, this is an internal job. Moving on to what you've come out of here is an internal job. And when you release the communication of any sort of vanity and you focus on yourself within it and have faith and change that perception, you have, people are going to see that change and maybe have something to say about it. But again, this is an internal job for you, okay? That having different ideas and different ways of doing things is what is bringing beauty into the world. Having a unique standpoint, a new way of doing things for you, and that's what this talks about. Appreciation in terms of what it is that you have. And that's what this talks about. Okay. So, and just notice that even if someone does, treat you harshly in some way, shape, or form, this is, saying is, you can always listen to them, but, at the same time, it doesn't mean that you have to take it on. And I think that that's one of the key things here. That, who you see the way that these other people look at her and the beauty that she's kind of being her unique self and jumping into what she does. You know what? This is about, you can listen to them, at the same time, and everyone has their opinion. But again, it's your life. And this is, saying is that you can paint your life the way that you want it, not by the way others feel that you should be doing it. Okay, so this is really cool, guys, and that might resonate with some of you, so you'll have to let me know. We're going to jump to the other side and take a look at what that looks like for this other person over here. How interesting, guys, how interesting. So this other person, interesting. So we've got the Four of Cups, the Moon card. So we've got the Four of Cups, We've got the Moon card, which is really, really beautiful. And then we also have got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so two major arcana is coming out for this person. So very a major shift that's coming for them. So when I see the Four of Cups, you know, this is kind of like, this is someone that's kind of in meditation, but it's kind of like, they're really not making a decision. It's kind of like, you know, at a point where, you know, she's not looking at the cup she has. She's not looking at the cups that are empty or that are full. She's kind of like, you know, in her own daydream. And it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like if there's, you know, this is about, you know, not taking action. It's kind of like, it's not no, it's not yes. It's kind of like not now. You know, and that's kind of how I feel like this other person is out at this particular moment in terms of their emotions, right? And that's what I feel. They maybe have experienced some sort of heartbreak on their side. And they are a little afraid in terms of moving forward, and so they're kind of going within a little bit to determine how they would like to move forward. So that's kind of how I get for this person. Of course, and I get the Moon card because, again, there could be some sort of illusion in terms of the emotions that they're in, and it's not quite clear for them at this point, and so they're trying to seek some sort of guidance from this. The beauty of this, and sorry guys, I gotta pick up the card here. The beauty of this is they get the Wheel of Fortune, and this, you know, is really all talking about the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing for them, right? It's like it's the wheel is turning, and so they're going to be getting the clarity that they want here. Wow, so it's like you kind of feel kind of stumbling a little bit here. It's so weird. It's kind of like I put my elbow on the edge of the table here, and it just kind of fell off. So it's kind of like it's you know, kind of getting that clarity, no longer sitting. It's now taking action and moving. You know, but it could be something like that. But I definitely get the Wheel of Fortune, and it just it tells me that some sort of it's luck. It's ruled by Jupiter, and this is a 10 card, which means that it's going to be coming to fruition. You're going to be kicking yourself out of this. Which is really beautiful because you go from if you're looking at the numbers here, you go 4, 8, and 10. So it really gets you know, it's kind of like, you know, pausing for that moment. You know, and then going into these emotions, kind of taking a deep dive into that, and then coming out with some sort of clarity, you know, because of that, but also working in tandem with the universe. So this person, that's what I kind of see coming through for them, is that things are changing. They've come to an end of a karmic cycle, okay? And this is really beautiful, some sort of cycle that they are out of and being pushed out of, and now they can kind of breathe, right? They can kind of look up into the universe and take that deep inhalation and just like, you know, move their head towards the light and the sun. So again, you know, having that sun at the bottom of the card, deck is kind of like that underlying energy as well. But for this person, and keep in mind, I might be focusing on you on this side and the other person over here. You know, feel free to, you might resonate with one side more than the other. But in terms of their energy, what's going on with them right now is, you know, they get the Despondence card, you know, which makes sense because that really kind of falls into that Four of Cups type energy, that Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy. Sorry for the glare there, guys. But yeah, that's what I kind of see. You're being a little bit more despondent, like hands up in the air, you know. Yeah, so it's kind of how I feel that this person is out right now. And then it has to do because it has to do with their sixth chakra, their third eye. And then I get expansion, right? Some sort of expansion. They're getting an expansion of the universe in terms of how they can communicate, not only with themselves, but also with others. So some sort of expansion that is really, really beautiful. And I like seeing this because it just tells me that it's kind of like how to, like, it's kind of like the big things to talk about here is like, how can I create some powerful alliances? And these are questions to ask. How can I expand my life and expand my world? This is about getting maybe counsel, maybe to get some sort of advice, collaboration. Maybe it's also getting some sort of spiritual support, because you see that here, guys. You see there's kind of spiritual support here and getting light and light from others. So yeah, it's very powerful, okay? So these cards are flying all over the place. Wow, it's crazy. It's expanding, okay? And then the next card that I get has to do with the root chakra, and this talks about perfection. So this person on this side is there, you know, it's kind of letting go of that perfection, focusing on excellence in their life and doing, you know, not comparing themselves to anyone else. And that actually helps them get a little bit more grounded as it pertains to, you know, their current situations. Kind of like they feel a little bit more grounded in their root chakra. So that's going to be super, super key for them. Some sort of perfection of some sort. So it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of how I feel. It's like really focusing on, you know, on their own excellence and moving forward in life and letting go of things having to be perfect, and just knowing that, you know, focusing on the now and focusing on becoming that the best person that they could possibly be, and having light all around them in the process, and gaining that confidence with themselves. So yeah, it's kind of what I see here. How interesting. We're going to go back into, you know, what is it that you need to know most about them? What do you need to know most about them, Virgo? What is it? We got the Sun card. We got the Sun card, Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. So again, the Sun card that was at the bottom of the deck happens to come out. They are coming out of a cycle, and that's kind of how I feel, because now they, you know, on this, on the cards that they got here, you know, earlier, you know, kind of they're at the top of that Wheel of Fortune. They kind of come out of that, and so now they're feeling a lot more exhilarated to become the person that they want to be, and to know what it is that they want, and to be clear in that. And then I get the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is about, you know, it's the eights are about some sort of change. Okay, so some sort of change that's taking place. And getting out of any sort of isolation, imprisonments. Like, yes, I can breathe now. I can put this behind me, and I can look at things from a different perspective and co-create with the universe, you know, and be who I am. And the next card that I get is the Seven of Pentacles, which is about having faith. Okay, this is about, you know, planting the seeds of something and watching something take root and grow. And this person's really concentrating on something to make it grow in a relationship or situation. They want to see it grow. Okay, the Pentacles, they, you know, could be talking about material aspects, but also even in love, watching something in love really truly grow. Okay, and you know, knowing that it's going to take time, you know, and it's in having the patience. But the Seven is about having faith, having faith that what is planted is going to grow and grow into exactly, you know, who they're supposed to be, what they want it to be in a relationship or situation. So what you need to know about them is they want to plant seeds for growth in a situation, and they have let go of any sort of imprisonment that has been holding them back. Okay, anything else for them? About them, that music is a really big thing that's important to them in their life, and they're incorporating that. So you know, they really are resonating with music that really gets their emotions and expression going, and gives them confidence. That yellow is the solar plexus, and the orange is the sacral chakra, the second chakra. Okay, so that really, and that's about expression too. That helps out with that. You know, expression is really helpful in terms of the feelings, emotions, anything to do with the body and sensations. And then it also gives them a lot more confidence. So music is going to be a thing for them, and it's going to help them in their change in terms of adversity. This reduces to a 5 card. It's a 32 card, and that 5s are about adversity. So any sort of adversity, music really brings this person out of that. So it really helps them. So that's kind of cool. Let's take a look at what they need to know most about you. What do they need to know most about you? What do we get? 5 of Swords, the World card. Nice. Okay, so we get the 5 of Swords, which this is about adversity. So this is about, you know, conflict, tension, and strife. So maybe in a relationship or situation, you're going through, like, you know, not sure what's going on, you know, that type of thing. Maybe you're at a distance from each other because you've got the 5 of Swords and you've got the World card. So this is about travel. You're like, why, maybe in some ways, why haven't we seen each other? What's going on? What's the adversity? What's the hold up here? This is about a completion. So I really do think that there has been some sort of completion here as well, in a situation. Something's come to a completion. See, they were going through a big change. They got the wheel, some sort of karmic ending of a cycle. And what they need to know about you is you too were going through the same completion, and kind of were discombobulated on what the hell was going on, right? It's kind of like, what the heck? And facing some sort of adversity in that. But now, you know, you're really coming out of this in terms of a completion. I am going to pull another card to see what else wants to come through here. What they need to know about you. What they need to know about you is that you want to you are willing to put in the effort for this relationship or situation. This is, you know, the yellow is the solar plexus, chakra, and then the red is the root chakra. You're ready to put a foundation and have confidence that it can move forward. So this is about making the effort, okay? You want to see the effort being made in this relationship or situation, especially as it relates to a love partnership, okay? You want to see change, right? Because this 26 card reduces to an 8, right? And 8s are about change, okay? It is about balance, right? You know, that infinity symbol. You want balance in a relationship, and you want the effort to be made. So some of you might be experiencing this, okay? Note your comments. What is the best way forward for you? What is the best way forward for you? Let's take a look at what that is. Where are my cards? Oh, here they are. Put them here. What is your best way forward in this relationship or situation, Virgo? Let's take a look at what that is, okay? We've got the 6 of Pentacles, we've got the Star card, we've got the 10 of Wands. Okay, so this is interesting. So we've got the 6 of Pentacles. Now, 6s are all about some sort of growth, okay? Your best way forward is about growth, and growth is about give and take for you. So you want to focus on where and place your money, time, efforts, and valuables in something that is going to experience some sort of growth for you, okay? And when it comes to the Pentacles, this is about giving. This is about your generosity, okay? Your best way forward is to focus on growth, being generous. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like giving and receiving. And then also the Star card, okay? So the best way forward is to focus on any sort of healing process as well, but also focus on your manifestations, on what it is that you want to come to fruition. You know, wishing on a star. You know, it could be, you know, you want to see things move forward. You want that love in your life. And you know, if you know, you've got, it's also about healing and having that inspiration, and you know, that you're going to be able to get exactly what it is that you want. And sometimes by doing that you get the 10 of Wands card, which means about walking away. So sometimes to get what it is that you want in a give and take in a relationship, sometimes it does have to get to a point where you walk away. And it's sad it's got to get to that point at some time or another, but it's all about everyone's growth. Your growth is different from your partner's, vice versa. Person of interest, you know, whoever, you know, that's on your mind that's brought you to my channel. Growth is different for different people, but it's come to an end. So this is beautiful. So that your best way forward is, you know, is the beautiful Star card. You know, you might have an Aquarius that you're dealing with, you know, in your chart, or you've got someone around you. But I think you're kind of taking on this healing. It's a 17 card that reduces to an 8. And 8s are about change. You want to see change. So you're co-creating with the universe, wishing on a star as well. So some of you could be, you know, co-creating with the universe, and you know, in terms of getting guidance on how to move forward on your path. But yeah, that's exactly what I get here. Yeah. You know, giving and receiving. So maybe, you know, working in tandem with the universe, and this is what you want in a relationship. So really focus in on love. What does the Soul Tree cards have to say about the Star card? I just want to kind of pull that. It's a major arcana card. Listening to your inner voice. So guys, you're going to be listening to the inner voice. That's why it's dark, because you're going within to see how you want to color your tree and how you want to move forward in your life. So it is about that inner voice that's going to be incredibly important for you and as you move forward. So listening to that is going to be super, super key. Okay. So going within and listening to your inner voice. And then also, you know, that inner power, making the choice into embracing your inner power, because this is actually going to give you the freedom to make the best choice for you. Some of you it could be walking away, but it ends a cycle and it releases the energy. Yeah, and I get honor yourself. That inner voice and honor yourself is going to be super key for you, okay? Anything else? And having compassion towards yourself, right? Love and compassion towards you helps blossom and bring other love and compassion towards you. So that's what I see here. And I want to find out if there's an oracle at the end. I'm actually going to pull the Sacred Rebels card. I'm just going to pull one of those. I want to see what wants to come out for you here, and see how you can kind of transmute some of this energy and what you get. Bring it into form. This is about walking your walk, using your inner voice, you know, following the path that's right for you. And I think that's why you've got that star card. It's kind of like, okay, you're co-creating with the universe to walk your own path. Some of you might be walking away in a relationship or situation because you are getting something better. And I really kind of feel that kind of coming through here. It's kind of like you're going to bring that baby into form, okay? And the universe is co-creating with you on this, so you're on the right path. If you're questioning if you are, this is saying keep going. Put one foot in front of the other. You are on the right path. So I'm sending you lots of love, guys. I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, namaste.